Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Shalita here. We are going to do a bit of a reading vlog. So this vlog will probably go over the course of this week. I have two books that I really want to read. One I'm already in the process of, so I'm trying to get that finished, and they're both fantasies. But the biggest, the most important book right now that I want to dive into, that has been killing me for the past, I guess I've had it a week now, is this baby, Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tomi Adeyemi. I had planned to read it last week. I wanted to do a whole vlog, just you know, busting it out, just reading this book in its entirety, and life, you know. So here I am on a Tuesday trying to dig into this. I have work and things like that all this week, so I am going to try to get as much reading done of this because I want to read this. I want to read this. Like, it's like, geez, why do I have to be an adult? Why do I have to work to make money, to live? Why can't I just sit around and read all damn day? Right? Wouldn't that be the dream? But unfortunately, that is not my reality. So I just pulled up to a little lake near my job, so let's get into it. But before we do, please, you know, if you're enjoying this, if you're enjoying my content, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. All right, friends, let's get it.
I don't wanna care so much, 'cause I really care too much. It's all just overwhelming, I'm just overthinking. I feel like I'm too much. Keep mistaking my anxiety for intuition, and stress keeps getting in the way of my ambition. Logically, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but my body doesn't agree with my brain. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying it's over before it starts. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying there's no one there who cares like I do. I really wanna feel free, but I'm worried I will lose me. Somewhere along the road, I start feeling cold, get caught up in something old that's been further down the rabbit hole. Down I go, down I go. Ooh. Logically, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but my body doesn't agree with my brain. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying it's over before it starts. I'm looking over my shoulder, worrying there's no one there who cares like I do. If I pass, then I pass.
So, Captain's log. It's just a little reading update. So, I am, hold on, fix my glasses. We're gonna get real close. Okay, so day 2, reading Children of Anguish and Anarchy. Slow progress, you know, I do work full time, so slow progress. Okay, forgive the bobbling. I am trying to walk up this little hill here. Jesus, I'm out of shape. But anyway, I gotta hurry up and get to work before I'm late. So I'm like praying that we don't have a whole lot of work today, because I would really love to go home and read some more. Like, hell, I wouldn't even mind just coming right back down here to the lake and reading for a little bit more, because it's so nice. I honestly don't know how I got so much reading accomplished. Like, the months that I read like 6 books, I'm like, girl, how did you do that? Like, how do I repeat that success? Because the job ain't changed. So what was going on in my life then compared to like the past couple months that I haven't been able to like get her done? You know what I'm saying? So, ooh, child, caffeine and inactivity really have you out here breathless for absolutely no reason. So, Jesus, take the wheel. Hey, I need a hero. Carry me up that hill next time. So, anyway, like I said, day 2. Got a little bit of reading done here at the lake. I read a little bit at home too for like, I set a timer for myself for like 30 minutes. Like, Shalita, read, boo. No social media. I ain't gonna lie, I check my email or whatever at least once. Okay, but yeah, a little bit of reading done. I finished, what was I reading? The Silent Patient. Y'all, I don't read a lot of thrillers anyway, you know, so I guess it take a bit of grain of salt when I say that I've never rated a thriller 5 stars, but baby, I think that was 5 stars. That, I cannot wait. Like, as soon as I finished it, I was like, oh my God, like I have to like calm myself down, because like I want to review it, but I'm like, I can't yet. Like I gotta sit with it. You know what I'm saying? I have to like sit with it, because it was so, I was like buzzing. Like wow, the energy from it. Just crazy. All right, well, let me get my ass to work. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later. All right, so quick check-in, guys. Okay, so I think I started this literally about a week ago. Oh my God, perfect timing, right? Literally started this vlog like a week ago, here at the lake. So I guess it's fitting that this is our check-in. I have not finished either of the books, either the fantasy books that I intended to read in this vlog. It is slow going. Oh, look at the little ducks in the water. Okay, sidetracked. So quick check-in, because I'm, you know, here before work and I didn't get here as early as I would have liked. But also it is as hot as Satan's draws out here, so I definitely don't want to be out here too long anyway. So but I do want to check in. So let's talk about progress on both books. So I told you guys that I was reading the Children of Anguish and Anarchy. Yes. But I'm also reading Curse the Dawn Queen. But But I'm also reading Dawn of the Cursed Queen by Amber V. Nicole. So I'm reading that on my iPad, you know, through the Kindle app. And I tried to listen to the audio of it to kind of like help out. Y'all, that narrator, not for me. Not for me. It was so robotic. I could not. I tried, but she was just lacking. There are voice actors, and then there are people who just read. And I felt like she was just, you know, she was just a reader, just normal old Joe. You know, there was no emotion behind it. It was just very staccato, bar, 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 bar. It wasn't doing it for me. So, but where am I at in that one? Let's see, how far are we in on that one? Bro, I gotta hurry up. Okay, so I'm 30. I'm only 32% in on that one. Look, these books are good. It's not that they're bad. Look, it's not that they're bad. It's just I have got to figure out a way to prioritize my reading. And I mean, because I love it. Like, it's not a chore. I don't want it to seem like, oh gosh, Shalita's not making any progress because it's a chore for her. No, I love it. I love to read. I just cannot find the time for the things that I love. I need to figure it out, man. I gotta unlock the code. So let's do a little update on this one. So as we know, this is book 3. So I am, what am I on? I am on chapter 40. So here's what I had to do for this one. Because I noticed that I was not getting any like quality sit down time with this baby. I'm finding I'm having difficulty, you know, just sitting down and reading physically. A lot of times when I start at home, I just get so relaxed and I'm just like, you know. So I watched one of Shaughnessy's vlogs a couple weeks ago, or may even just been last week, and she mentioned that she will read a book physically, but also read it on Kindle and kind of jump back and forth. And that way, you know, she can kind of read on the go. So I was like, let's try that out. But let's try that out, reading physically and listening to the audio. And I'm telling you, it has been an absolute game changer. I don't think I would have made this much progress had I not started that. So, because I spend a good deal of my time in the car, you know, commuting, driving to work, driving home. So, yeah, it has helped out a lot. So, Children of Anguish and Anarchy. So, this is book 3. I think it looks like I mean, if you can see this, it looks like I'm maybe halfway there. I want to say that I don't want to say anything that's going to get me in trouble. I don't think that I dislike it, but I'm not having as good a time with it as I expected. And I don't know if it's just because it's slow, or we're having an introduction of new things, new characters. So the first 2 books were, you know, the battle. The battle was between, you know, the monarchy and the magi, right? So you knew who the good guys and the bad guys were. You know, it was the battle between them. And so now here we are in book 3, and we have a whole new enemy. And a whole new, like, set of beings, a whole new enemy. We have a whole new world, you know. And it's kind of like give me that vibe from the Gilded One series, like in book 3, and they unveiled like all these new gods and new deities and stuff, and I was like, huh? Like, what? Like, what? What? Like, why do we? So, I don't know. I'm I'm kind of, you know, it's not that I'm disliking it. It's just, you know, I knew who Zaylee was fighting and what she was fighting for. And now we got a whole new crop. Now we got a whole new bad guy, and we're trying to figure out his motivations. So, and it sounds like he's power hungry. So, you know, our big baddie, you know, the monarchy, we knew that, you know, the first two books, they were oppressing the Magi, you know. Whereas this guy sounds like he's just, you know, this is King Baldir. This is our new baddie. It sounds like he is just one power hungry guy, and he's gonna take it from any and everybody, you know. So yeah, but apparently, oh shit, like I don't this is book 3, so I don't want to say too much, but it sounds like he's been moving in the shadows, like taking advantage of the battle between the Magi and the monarchy. He's been reaping from their battle. Like while they're locked in this battle together, he's been behind the scenes this whole time, and we didn't even know it. So I'm not having a great time. It's just, I don't know, I guess even halfway in, I'm still like, But you know what? I mean, when I read book 2 of the Gods and Monsters series by Amber V. Nicole, I was having a terrible time for like the first 23 chapters, and then it got popping after that, and it was an amazing book. So I'm hoping maybe that's what happens with this book 3, because this is an amazing series, and I hate, like I would hate for this book to be a disappointment to me. I really would, like. But you know, Tommy's my girl, so I'm gonna press on. I'm sure it's gonna get better. I'm sure I'm gonna have a better time the further in I get. So, you know, I'm at chapter 40, and we have, let's see, this book is like 70 something chapters, so it could get on and popping in the next 30 plus chapters. It really could. So, yeah, just wanted to check in on that. Donna the Curse Queen. Let me get to work, and I will check in, do a little update on that one too. I don't have my thoughts together on that. I'm only 32% in on that one. But, yeah, it's also kind of slow going, but I mean, whatevs. It's fantasy, right? So, you know, 90 something chapters, you can't expect it to be on and popping in the first few. You got to get a little build up and a little anticipation. So, excuse me. All right, anyway guys, okay, so that was just a little quick check-in. I've got to get my ass to work. All right, homies, so checking with you guys later. Bye.
Looking at you, I'm trying to get your attention. Can I come close? I don't know how to play this. Our hands touch once or twice, feeling kind of hypnotized. I'm looking at you and I feel the tension. You know, this could be like heaven. I am right here, doing my best to make you feel like I do. And just for a second, you're looking at me, making me feel like maybe you want this too. Give me your attention. I'm trying to breathe, but air feels just like water. You're making me weak now. What doesn't kill you makes you. Our hands touch once or twice, we should let them intertwine. I'm looking at you and I feel the tension. You know, this could be like heaven. I am right here, doing my best to make you feel like I do. And just for a second, Looking at you, I'm trying to get your attention. Can I come close? I don't know how to play this. You know, this could be like heaven. I am right here, doing my best to make you feel like I do. And just for a second, you're looking at me, making me feel like maybe you want this too. Give me your attention. Just give me your attention. Give me your attention.
So, checking in. Forgive the glare on the glasses, y'all. It is, it's early, it's before work, so I don't feel like putting my contacts in right now. So just that little disclaimer. But wanted to check in. So I am up to chapter 50 now. And, you know, despite what I said before about, you know, kind of having mixed feelings about, you know, the book so far, I will say, so I'm up to chapter 50, like I said, and we are at a big fight sequence. And I will say that is something that this series does so well. Is like the battle scenes, the fight sequences. They're really good. Like I don't know if she's had any like formal training in like, I don't know, martial arts, combat or whatever, but I mean, the girl writes them pretty well. And it's so wild that, you know, that like this is a young adult series, because these fight sequences are downright brutal. like extremely brutal and violent, but good. I mean, you know, these young adults, right? I mean, they're watching worse. They're clearly watching worse, but on television. But yeah, just really good. And let's see. I mean, this isn't even like one of the better scenes, but let's see, just a little snippet here. Okay. So it says, the moment the Laminas enter the cave, the shouts of battle ring. A line of blood spills from the mouth of the den. My heart rattles against the medallion as I look in. Though caught off guard, the scales are quick to react. As their weapons glow red, their muscles swell, their broad frames expand. Ruins carve down the skull's chest as their bodies transform. The ground shakes as the bronze skull charge. The Laminas move with the speed the skulls can't pin down. One Lamina dodges as the skull swings his hammer. The weapon blasts through the cave wall. Stone and debris flies. The Lamina pivots, driving his white blade through the skull's heart. What? Another skull charges Koa with his axe. Koa pulls an ivory barong from the side of his abdomen. He cuts straight through a skull's core before whipping around to stab another. Body by body, he rips through the skulls. The leader of the Lamina summons a vicious rage, but even he doesn't compare to the ferocity Jorah wields. Jorah moves like a mountain. He overpowers every skull in his path. Green light sparks from the Emperor's fingers as he draws out a sharp-toothed blade the size of his head. He grabs the weapon's golden handle. A skull raises his axe to attack and swings. Before he can strike, Jorah guts him like a pig. Wow. We're winning. Warm blood spills under my feet as I dare to walk into the cave. And like I said, that is like not even like, that's the tip of the iceberg. The chapter before it was like even, you know, the battle was starting. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to pop in, quick update. Chapter 50, we're in a major fight sequence. I'm getting mad at Enon because I feel like he's about to do something. I feel like he's about to do something that's going to get him caught, something that's going to risk everybody. And like, I get his intentions, Like, he wants to protect Zaylee, and you know, he feels like they need to be mounting a larger attack or whatever. But I feel like he's about to do something that's about to risk everybody. Anon. But yeah, all right, pressing on.
Let you down, and I know that I was not always around. I made you feel alone. You spent most of your nights just sitting on your own. I should have done so much more, like giving you the things you asked me for. And I know I was wrong. It's what I try to tell you with my song. Tell you with my song. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I'd make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? You're all I'll ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things that let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. When I close my eyes, you know that you're the only thing I see, and it makes me cry to think that you are no longer with me. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? I know that I've done so many things that let you down, but I hope that you give me one more chance to make you mine. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I said I'm sorry? Whoa, 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 whoa. What if I said I'm sorry? What if I said I'm sorry? What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? You're all I ever need. Didn't I make you laugh? Didn't I make you smile? Didn't I make you feel like you were happy for a while? What if I said I'm sorry? What if I make a scene? Wouldn't that make you mine again? All I ever need.
A flare of hope runs through me as all of Orisha cheers. When we make it back to our lands, we weep. The tears we cry form rivers through our mountains. Our heartbreak hollows us from the inside out, leaving us with nothing but our scars. But we do not weep for those we have lost. We do not weep for the horrors we have faced. We weep because we are warriors. We weep because, against all odds, we have prevailed. In our sacred lands, we find the truth, the power no king can erase, a power carved through the valleys of our hearts, a force no enemy can bind in chains. We weep because our magic is eternal. We weep because our gods reign. We weep because we feel the ancestors who watch from above, waiting for the day until we rise to meet our dead.
Okay. So I just finished the book. I just finished it. Whew. Okay. Literally just finished it. So I am freaking raw right now. Okay, so the first half, I don't even know how to review this right now. I don't even know how to update you guys on this right now. I'm incredibly sad because this series has ended. So the first half of the book, I wasn't necessarily feeling. Like, legit. Let me get some of this steering wheel out of the way. I wasn't really feeling it, right? Like, I wasn't connecting. Let me turn my air down. Turn my air off for a minute and hope I don't die out here. I wasn't really feeling it. I think around like chapter 59, chapter 60, that's when it really started popping off. That's when the action really started. Whew. You know how you know that there's gonna be a death, and you almost feel like they've been trying to tell you this entire time, but you still hold out hope. So yeah. Whew. Okay. So let's talk about what I really did enjoy. So the action, I gotta turn the air back on, y'all. I hope y'all can hear me over it. The action was superb. I mean, the fight scenes, like, you listening to it on audio, just amazing. I mean, I think even reading it physically, I probably would have enjoyed it. But the fight scenes, Cynthia Erivo, fabulous. She was not the narrator of the first two books, but she did a wonderful job in this. There was a lot of like reflection and like reminiscing and things like that about things that have happened, past events in the other books. So you're kind of getting this walk down memory lane, which was nice at times. Right before the book ended, I just had this feeling like, it kind of feels like, God, I hope I'm not really loud. It kind of feels like, in Set It Off, the movie Set It Off. If you know, you know. That's a classic. But it felt like in the movie Set It Off, when Jada's character, she's the last one standing, right? Everybody's dead. The whole crew's dead. And I'm not saying this what happens in this book, but just the reminiscing. It just reminded me of, I literally could hear the song, see the scene in the movie, but where she's just reminiscing about everything that they've gone through, and she's crying and she's laughing. So the moments that these characters are reflecting on, Zane, Enon, and Amari, and Zaylee, there are moments that they reflect on that, are happy moments. There's some that are sad moments. One really big thing that I enjoyed, Zane's POV. Like, finally, we get Zane's POV. As far as I know, we didn't get his POV yet. We didn't get his POV in the first two books. So hearing his voice in this last book was so refreshing. Like, it was really nice. There's like one part in the book where he just breaks. Like, you hear his pain and his guilt, and he wasn't able to protect his mom. He wasn't able to protect his dad. And all he's wanted to do, his whole purpose has been, to protect his sister. And he feels like, like he's failing. He feels like he's failing, and he just breaks down. And there's this, this warrior, who's like, you know, that's your strength right there. You know, that this pain that you've carried, that you are, you know, your family, your pain, your grief, all this, you know, that's your source of strength. You know, not this new battle axe with this magic in it. No, like you, everything that you've been through, that's where your strength lies. So, but he just finally just had that, you know, it all welled up inside of him, and he just finally let it all out. Yeah, that second half. First half was, you know, second half, oh my God. Y'all, I was like washing dishes, like boo-hoo crying, and Bae comes home early and is like hugging on me and stuff, and I'm like, bro, I'm hearing about like teenagers dying and stuff. I don't have time for this. Like, I don't want to be hugged right now. I'm crying, you know? So, oh my gosh. Just a really stellar book. And the crazy thing is here I am, I'm like listening to this, reading this right before work. So I'm just getting ready to go. And this was the wrong book to read. It's not that it was the wrong book to read before work, but to finish this book right before going to work. Oh my God, I'm just gonna be, I'm drained. I am emotionally drained at this point. I am pressed for time, so I don't want to like give this, I don't want this to necessarily be the official send-off. I might pop back on here tomorrow to close it out. Plus it looks like my memory card is going to fill up anyway, so, or it looks like I'm running out of memory on this card. Anyway, so perfect timing. Yeah, so I will check in with you guys later to wrap this vlog up. All right, guys. So it is the next day. We are 24 hours. No, not even quite 24 hours. We're almost 24 hours post completion of Children of Anguish and Anarchy. And y'all, I was so emotionally raw after finishing that book. And I just hopped right on it. I just hopped right on the vlog with you guys to talk about it while I was so emotionally raw. So, you know, I'm gonna have to go back and edit that and make sure that I was speaking clearly, that you could understand me, that what I was saying was intelligible. But just to kind of reiterate, this book, it started off kind of slow for me. Took me a while to get into it. I really feel like, so this book is like 81 chapters. I really feel like it didn't, like the action and stuff really started around like chapter 59, 60, something like that. And once it did, it was so explosive. But throughout the book, you know, Tomi sprinkled these little reminiscent nuggets, you know, from each character, you know, where they were kind of reflecting on the past, and, you know, not only on their own past, like their own childhood and things like that, but reflecting on what it was like for them when they, you know, when Enon first meets Zaylee, and those feelings that he felt then, and her as well. And, you know, Amari reflecting on when she met Zane, and Zane reflecting on how he felt when he met Amari. So it was just, you're getting those flashbacks, and it's like, man, this really is it. Like, they're reminiscing, and we're seeing their growth as individuals, their growth as, you know, their growth in their relationships. And there's this really poignant scene where Zane is, you know, he is reflecting on Zaylee, you know, that's his baby sister, and he's reminiscing and thinking about, you know, the first time, when she was born, the first time that he got to meet her as a baby, and how he puts his forehead to her forehead, you know, And I'm getting really emotional because it reminds me of this picture, my favorite picture of my niece and my oldest nephew, who passed away about 8 years ago. But when he was in this picture, he was probably 3 or 4, and my niece was like a year old. But it was that same thing, like that big brother, in the way that he was staring into her eyes. Their faces were so close together. So when Zane reflects on that moment with Zaylee, like, it really hit me. It really hit me, and just it just triggered that, that grief and stuff like that. But anyway, just, all those reflections and things, getting Zane's POV in this book was such a treat, because we haven't heard his voice. We haven't heard from his perspective throughout the series. So to finally get to hear his truth was just, it was a good way to help wrap things up. But yeah, man, those last, that last half of the book was amazing. Those last few chapters tore me up. I mean, I was down bad yesterday. Like, after that, I went to work and I told them, I was like, man, I'm wore out. I'm like, I was reading a book before work, and it was, had me crying. And one of my coworkers was like, oh, you're an old person reading books. And I'm like, dude, get into it. I'm sorry. There's nothing, I don't care. Yeah, I'm old, whatever. If that makes me old, then okay, I'm geriatric, baby. I don't care. But yeah. So book number 1 in the series is still, top dog. But this was, once that second half kicked in, it was great. So I'd say I'd give this a 4. I don't know about 4.5, but it definitely a 4. Okay, so as far as the other book that I was supposed to read this month, Curse of the Dawn. Jesus, I can't even get that title right. Dawn of the Cursed Queen. I am still working on that. There was just no way I was going to finish it for the vlog. So, there you have it. Our fantasy reading vlog. We only completed 1 book, but for me it was the most, the most important book. And getting to say goodbye to Zaylee, Zane, Enon, and Amari it's heartbreaking, but I'm glad, and I'm ready for whatever Miss Tomi Adeyemi has for us next. So, little preview for possibly the next video. Did a little Prime Day shopping, so should have a little haul for you guys coming up next. But anyway, as the old folks would say, I'm not gonna hold you. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you so much for watching. Quick little check-in. Where are my Legacy of Orisha fans at? So have you read book 3 yet? Have you read any books? Have you read book 1 or book 2 in this series? Because if you have not, and you are a fantasy lover, and you are a YA fantasy lover, get into the series. Like, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but you need to read this series, okay? It is so good. Thank you for rocking with me for this reading vlog. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss an upload from me. And until the next one, friends, bye.